Well, here we go. Plenum is finished. I kind of rushed it, to be honest, yesterday because, yeah, lack of time. Who cares? It's good enough. Anyways, the flange arrived. It's in this state. Two of them. One is for Steve, and we tuned it into this. So throttle body is on. I had to obviously butcher the wiring on this side of the engine to get the throttle body plug from that side to this side. Again, this is just temporary. On this setup, I'm not running my hybrid wiring looms. This one already runs the prototype adapter. Again, is under testing, but yeah, this is the reason the wiring loom is actually original on this engine. So I did reroute these pipes at the end. I don't know if you remember from the last video the way they were, and I didn't like it. I think this now makes more sense. It's more neat. It's gonna be easy to make to get the cover here, and yeah, I like it. Now I'm happy with this. I couldn't stand it. I had to change it. I know. Plenum is finished. The throttle body is on. Means the car is running. Now I still haven't sorted out the problem with the MAF sensor position, because the way I've done it now is only temporarily, just to make sure everything runs. And again, I wanted to hit it with the exhaust done and the full turbo system done, because this one completely different. So I was very curious. I wanted to start it and hit it. So I bodged this very quickly. I put the MAF sensor in this kind of adapter into the 3-inch called intake tube, and I just put it on channel the turbo. Yeah, this is a bodge. This actually completely silences the turbo, the compressor, the turbocharger. You can't hit it, so this is not the reason it cannot stay. Obviously, the primary reason. Jokes aside, obviously this wouldn't work. I think I'm gonna try to squeeze a 4-inch same pipe as this. So the same kit we're doing for cold air intake for these cars. That obviously the pipe runs from the turbo around here, where this original looks like it should be doing the job, goes there, which doesn't do the job, but we explain that in the different videos. It runs alongside here, top of the fuel car fuel line, and then down here, and the air filter is down there because there's plenty of space on it. If you've never seen it, how they are made with the quality of, I can show you quickly here. There you go. You see that little jig there? That is simulating my MAF sensor. Below that there is an air filter, and on top of that there's that pipe that goes towards the turbo. This way you only take in cold air, not hot air from the inside the engine. But we've done lots of tests with position air filters in many different places. This is far the best one. And yes, it's all enclosed when you got all the plastic, so there's no water or anything, mud going from your tires. This is all enclosed, so no worries there. So what I'm trying to do, I will try to, I don't think it's possible, but fuck it, I'm gonna try it anyway. Squeeze a 4-inch pipe, because if I get 4-inch, that turbo outlet is 4-inch. 4-inch all the way to the MAF sensor and the air filter here, if I can get it to squeeze there. Then the MAF sensor will have to be put into a bigger housing, which is 4-inch, like this, instead of that 3-inch. Then it's a win-win situation. I think it's worth trying because it doesn't gonna cost you much money, not much effort, because then eventually when we're gonna switch to the better ECU, we're gonna run just the MAF sensor. So that one is not gonna be needed anymore. But if it works, I'm gonna keep the air filter there anyway, because again, that is the best position for the cold air to take obviously place from there. So either way, it's gonna stay there. What else? This is it really. We've seen all the rest. Previous video, not gonna show you again. I'm gonna take today, it's during the week, so I really need to get busy, tidy up the mess I did, finish a couple of things on Mr2 VR5, so I can actually really put it for sale, and that's it, and carry on with the orders for the customers. But I decided this morning I'm gonna make this video quickly, and I'm gonna spend about an hour and a half. Got a couple of bits for the cooling system. I hope it's enough. I don't remember how many I need of these elbows, but I want to put the cooling system on, because now as the car is running, You know, when Steve is here, we just occasionally turn it on just to hit it for a moment. I want everything to work fine, you know, and have it cooling inside. Plus, it's just one step forward. You know, every day I want to do at least spend an hour on it and go a little bit more forward, because yeah, otherwise this will never be finished. Because I tend with my stuff to do, I spend up, for example, a weekend. I do a lot of work during that weekend, and then abandon the project for another month or two because I don't have the time. On this one, I play it differently just to avoid that situation, and every day just spend at least an hour on it till it's finished. Well, I guess you want to hit it now. So this is the lambda sensor spruce. Obviously it's unplugged. Lambda sensor is actually not in exhaust yet. I don't have a boss, it should arrive today. So sensors are missing. There's a lot of stuff that is been butchered off out of the wiring loom. So this isn't running as it should. The fuel system isn't pressurized the way it should be, blah blah. But you know, let's try anyway. Now, I'm pretty sure no phone, no GoPro camera and microphone is going to pick up the noise, the deep noise. The beauty is this, I'm not saying it sounds original, but it really passes for a sleeper. It's fairly quiet, it's a deep noise, but fairly quiet on idle. And even at that kind of, just off the idle when you're driving through the traffic. A bit of a rumble. Not gonna rev it because obviously it's cold, and but yeah, it does sound okay. It sounds really nice actually. From here, engine mechanically is actually very quiet. Surprise. All right. Next is gonna be to build, obviously, all of here. Handbrake has to go get bad here. It's roughly here on the angle. I've tested it's not in the way of my legs or my seat or anything. And then obviously from that side we're gonna use those mounting points to build some sort of tower. What the fuck it means. And I'm gonna use probably some gameplay, joystick or sequential shifter for gameplay, because again DSG is all electronic, and then again hydro probably too. Yeah, that's it. Paddle shift, yeah, I was obsessed with the paddle shift on the steering wheel, but I'm not sure now. Yeah, eventually it's gonna happen, but I'm more excited about that sequential shifter there, because you know, once you sit in there, you want it to be close to the steering wheel about here, so the movement from here to you know, change the gears is very short, very quick and intuitive. You don't have to reach for it, saving time. So yeah, this could be interesting. Now, a couple of questions answered. People say, someone asked, oh, would you eventually go and try the charge cooler setup? Watch previous videos, please. Just be curious a little bit and see what we do. So you understand this is because we have a lot of experience with the charge cooler. We do charge cooler on the Mr2s, is the easiest, quickest and cheapest solution on them. But because we've done this, my car is an experimental car, is a prototype, we run different stuff. Sometimes just for the sake of being different and experimenting with it. Now we already have experience with long pipes, intercooler on the front, actually much bigger intercooler on the front than this one on Steve's car. I mean, this is a baby intercooler. His one is huge. Pipes, length, roughly the same, maybe even longer on his car. And his is 1.8, smaller engine, smaller capacity, less cylinders, bigger turbo. Watch his videos because yeah, there is pretty much no lag as per se. I mean, any turbo engine is you know, has a lag, but it's different than you think. The turbo is always pulling, so there's There's no such a thing as delay in response on the throttle body on the stuff. It just isn't. So that's one thing. The other thing, someone said, oh, they're gonna go extremely hot. No, they won't. They will get hot, but not extremely hot. You're not gonna burn yourself. You can't cook eggs on that, don't worry. Second is gonna says, well, they're gonna be hot. Yes, they're gonna be hot, especially the bottom one coming from the compressor. It's gonna be like always having a heater in the car. Well, we're in UK. We have 2, maximum 3 weeks of summer. I manage. So yeah, besides that, it's all good. Plenty of work to do. And again, because this is, you know, if we want to experiment with something or develop something, you know, we do it on these cars. So that's why some of the solutions. All right, now tidy up all this mess. Oh, Steve's plenum is already here. I think this is gonna happen sooner than later. Every time I turn that one on, he's getting more excited than I do. Well, you know Steve how he is, so he's very impulsive. I'm surprised he haven't bought another MR2 already to put that engine in, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, this is gonna happen very quick. But now again, an hour and a half on this and back to making orders for you. So another long day today. Jesus, what a mess. Anyways, cheers. See you soon.